What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Big Pat Sports Talk. What's going on Facebook? You know what this is. This is Big Pat Sports Talk. I'm going to talk my talk no matter what you thought. We got some breaking news here today, folks. Mr. James Harden has finally gotten his wish. He's out of Houston. He's with the Brooklyn Nets over there with Jay-Z and Bed-Stuy. He's with the Brooklyn Nets, teaming up with Kevin Durant again, and with Kyrie Irving. This is major, man. This is major for the NBA. This is a power shift. Those three guys together, that's the new super team. So in Brooklyn, there's no excuses, man. There's no excuses. You got three MVP candidates on one team. You did give up a lot to get them. You gave up LeVert, who's a good player. You gave up the center that they had. He's a very good player. 4 first-round draft picks. You gave up a lot to get James Harden, so hopefully he comes there with an attitude of playing to win. He finally got his wish. He wanted out of Houston, so he's out of Houston. So John Wall is over there by himself now. And who knows, Houston may be better off with the guy, without the guy. I've always said this, James Harden is not a championship caliber player if he's the main guy on the roster. But coming to Brooklyn, he's maybe the third option. Because you know Kevin Durant's the first option. If Kyrie gets his head together, I don't know what's going on with Kyrie. He's not reporting. Hopefully this trade makes him report and get his head back into the game, get his head back into basketball, because whatever he's going through, hopefully he's okay. Whatever he's going through, the game of basketball is not on his mind right now. Only thing that can really stop these guys now is health. You know, Kevin Durant has had his injury issues the past couple of years. And Kyrie Irving's always an injury waiting to happen, so you don't know what's going to happen with Kyrie. And then, you know, is his head in the game, you know? Everybody goes through things. Everybody goes through, you know, emotional phase of whatever he's going through. Hopefully he's okay. But don't be a quitter, bro. You're too talented to be a quitter. If you're thinking about quitting, just retire. Don't string people along, because you got too much talent there depending on you out there in Brooklyn. So if you're wanting to stop playing, just tell them. Don't keep everybody, you know, in the blind. Just man up and tell them, hey, I just don't want to play anymore. It's not in my heart anymore. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a lot of things people just don't have the heart to do anymore, even though they're good at it. They just don't like it. They just don't want to do it anymore. And that's okay. Nobody can judge you for that. But what they can judge you for is holding this franchise hostage. You got to, whatever the situation you're going through, whatever you're going through, just get through it, bro. And take the Most High with you. As far as James Harden, you got to play team ball, bro. I'll say this, I don't care what anybody has thought or is thinking. James Harden is not a championship caliber player when he's the leader of the team. He's just not. He takes too many shots to get the points that he gets. Yes, he's a dynamic player, but it's just not winning basketball. So he's gonna have to come with it out there in Brooklyn, man, because now they are guaranteed favorites to win the title, even over the Lakers. Even over LeBron and AD, they are favorites to win the title, in my opinion. They are favorites. When you got 3 MVP caliber players on one team, that's it. We've only seen it, and not even with the Miami Heat, because what's the power forward's name? He wasn't an MVP caliber player. It was LeBron and Dwayne Wade that were the MVP caliber players. Chris Bosh was not an MVP caliber player. Sorry. But Kyrie, he's an MVP caliber player. James Harden's an MVP caliber player. And so is Kevin Durant. He's won the MVP. So you have no excuses. I don't want to hear anything about, oh, they didn't have enough and all this BS. No. You got Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and Kevin Durant on the same team. I don't want to hear nothing from Brooklyn if they don't win the title. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, this is Big Pat Sports Talk. You know I'm gonna talk my talk. I don't want to hear nothing from Brooklyn fans if you don't win the title. I don't want to hear nothing. You got Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving on the same squad. And so the people that were saying LeBron forms the super teams, I don't want to hear anything about that either no more. Because they've taken it to another level. He started it, but hey, you guys are doing it too, so you can't say anything about LeBron anymore getting super teams. Because this is all the league has been doing, forming super teams. And this is a legitimate super team. 3 MVP caliber players on one team. This is crazy, man. It's just shifted the power of the whole NBA. Now you got to contend with these guys. All they need is a decent center. And man, I don't see any reason why they can't win the title now. I don't see how they're not your favorite. I don't see how you could look at this team and say that they're not your favorite now. Now that they got James Harden. They were already contenders with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, but now you got James Harden added to the mix. James Harden and Kevin Durant already have chemistry. Kyrie and Kevin Durant already wanted to play with each other. So chemistry shouldn't be an issue long as James Harden comes in there to play winning basketball, winning team basketball. If he goes to the Nets and tries to ball hog the ball, it's not going to work. You put that ball in Kyrie Irving's hands and you let James Harden roam that 3-point line. And if Kyrie Irving wants to pass it off to James Harden, let him control for a second, you let him do it. But you got 3 dominant players. Kyrie Irving, the most skilled in the league. Said it here. He's the most skilled in the league. Ball handling, finishing at the rim, he's the most skilled. Hands down. I don't even think it's close. You got James Harden, probably the most prolific scorer this league has seen in decades. The way he scores the ball. And Kevin Durant is just Kevin Durant. The most efficient scorer ever in the league. It's between him and Michael Jordan, like the most efficient ways to score, because you really can't stop that guy. Only way you stop Kevin Durant is if Kevin Durant stops himself. You got 3-point shooting everywhere now. Only thing I worry about now is if James Harden's going to come and play defense. But if you're putting up 125 to 130 points a night, the defense ain't going to really matter that much. But this is breaking news, man. James Harden has been traded to the Brooklyn Nets. And Houston did get a king's ransom in return. So look for Houston to be on the up if they use their draft capital right and use the players that they got back right. You can look it up on Bleacher Report if you want to see all the players and all the destinations the players went to. There was a 3-team trade between Brooklyn, Houston, and the Cavaliers. So if you want to look up the whole trade package, look it up on Bleacher Report. It's going to be on every one of your sports news outlets, so you'll be able to see it. But breaking news, man. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see what these boys going to do, man. Because there is no excuses whatsoever. There's no excuses. You got Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, James Harden on the same team. This is a super team, and it was created. Shout out to the GMs in Brooklyn. But I don't want to hear anything else more about LeBron creating super teams. And I don't want to hear no excuses for Brooklyn this year. If they don't win the title, it's a failure. And you heard it here on Big Pat Sports Talk. Let me talk my talk no matter what you thought. This is my take on the James Harden trade. Tune back in into the next episode, folks. This is Big Pat Sports Talk. Peace.
feel super high.